Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nonolightshow. And before we jump into the video, if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 500 subscribers. Also, if you enjoy my videos, make sure you're leaving a like. So today we're actually going to be talking about how to farm graphics cards on Escape from Tarkov. I've watched plenty of videos on YouTube that show you where they can spawn and, you know, on what maps and what exact locations. But today I'm going to tell you the best way, the most constant, the most continuous, the easiest. I don't care how you want to put it, but this is how you're going to get graphics cards over and over again. And I'm going to tell you two different ways you can do it. I'm going to tell you how you can do it as a scav and how you can do it as a PMC. They're very similar, but minor differences since it is a scav and a PMC. Firstly, we're going to start with the scav because I think people sleep on the scavs as far as getting good, extremely rare, valuable loot. Don't sleep on the scavs. You can spawn in a scav and there only be 10 minutes left and there still be extremely valuable loot left in the game. Just an example, I spawned in as a scav with like 10 minutes left on reserve and got a phased array. Okay, huge come up. Don't sleep on the scavs. So if you're running scav and you want to farm GPU with just your scav, listen, interchange, that's where it's at. I don't give a shit about any other map. Okay, forget what you've heard about GPU spawns on any other map. Interchange is where it's at. If you spawn into a scav, regardless of where you spawn in on interchange, run straight to the tech stores and loot the tech stores. I have literally the other day had a scav run where I spawned in as a scav. I went straight to tech light, wasn't anything there. I went down to texo, 2 graphics cards. Okay, like 8 minutes left in a raid. I got 2 graphics cards in Texo because nobody had looted it. Techlight was looted. I didn't even check Rasmussen. I literally found the first graphics card in Texo and I was like, I should get out of here. I'm a scav. This is a free graphics card for any PMC that sees me. Finished looting Texo, 2 graphics cards in Texo as a scav, made it out, both found in raid. Don't sleep on the scavs. Scav into interchange at nighttime, run through the tech stores, Rasmussen, Techlight, Texo, all 3 of them. Graphics cards spawn at all 3 of them. I've seen multiple graphics cards spawn in Techlight and Texo. I can't speak on Rasmussen because I've only seen singular graphics cards spawn in there, but don't sleep on the scavs. You scav into interchange, go to the tech stores and loot them. All 3 of those stores also spawn tetrises. I found multiple tetrises in Techlight and Texo. I've only found singular tetrises in Rasmussen, but check the tech stores on scav runs, on interchange. Do it at night, preferably when there's like minimal people queued up into a lobby. I'm telling you, the chance of getting graphics cards is high. I've had multiple scav runs where I've found tetrises and GPUs left behind. And also, when you are a scav, you have more time. You have more time to check every spawn in these stores, so make sure you go through these stores thoroughly to find the graphics cards and tetrises. Something I don't see a lot of people talking about is these can spawn on the desk, like the bottom part of the desk in Rasmussen, like back behind it, not on the top, back behind, like the part where like a keyboard would be setting up right in front of the chair. Tetrises spawn there, GPU spawn there, so make sure you check thoroughly, especially when you're in the scav runs when there's not a lot of shit going on. Most of the people have left. Now for your PMC runs, this is a little bit different. You can do this a couple of different ways. You can either get chatted the fuck up and risk get into a gunfight with other chads and lose gear, or you can go hatchet man with your container empty. So the only bad thing about this is should you die, you know, your graphics cards or tetrises won't be found in raid. I guess it doesn't matter with the tetrises because you're trading those for a Bitcoin and selling those to therapist. Anyways, I've done it both ways. I've went in, chatted up, and come out with multiple graphics cards. I've also went in with nothing and come out with tetrises and graphics cards, but it's the same thing. Don't think just because you got a shit spawn that you can't run up there and find anything in these tech stores. People leave shit behind. People get into gunfights. You could have 2-3 mans get into a gunfight and all of them could die, or only one be left alive. And he's gonna do one of 2 things. He's gonna either loot very quickly and leave, or he's gonna pick up his teammate's shit and leave. Don't sleep on these tech stores if you get a shitty spawn on interchange as a PMC. Everybody runs there, so if you get a bad spawn, maybe take your time getting up there and then kind of be a rat around, man. Don't sleep on being a rat. I don't care what you've heard about being a rat. Being a rat makes you money, and I love ratting around on interchange. The same thing goes for the PMC runs as the scav runs. If you take your time and you get there a little later, check thoroughly. People leave shit behind all the time. I will say this, I have made it out of raid as a PMC, as a hatchet man with a graphics card found in raid. It's a lot more risky because you don't have anything. Unless you find a dead body and you pick up a gun, getting out with the graphics cards found in raid as just a hatchet man, very minimal chance. You can even go in just kind of like minimally kitted. I've went in before specifically to farm graphics cards with just a simple body armor, a simple helmet, and a pistol. Run the F7. F7 is a very nice pistol to run. You can put semi-decent ammo in it and just kind of, you know, take your time. You're obviously not gonna head hard charge straight there unless you have the best spawn. If you have the best spawn, you need to loot quick and get out, especially if you're farming graphics cards and you want to get them out found in raid. Interchange is where it's at. Check every single tech store. Techlight, Texo, Rasmussen, all three of them. People only know about Texo and Techlight. There's a third one. It's Rasmussen. It's down the hall from Texo on the first floor. If you are a scav, loot thoroughly. People leave shit behind all the time. I'm telling you, I found 2 graphics cards in a singular scav run and made it out alive with both of them found in raid. I found 6 or 7 graphics cards in the past 2 nights doing this, and I only do it for a couple hours at the end of each night. So if you are a PMC, you can either go in, chat it up, risking losing all your shit, which I don't recommend if you're solely farming graphics cards. I've been in with a 3-man, chatted the fuck up and died relatively quickly, okay? It's dangerous. Your best shot is to wait until it's later at night, IRL, and then go into the game on a night raid on interchange, preferably with minimal people trying to queue up into the same game, and loot these stores thoroughly. My recommendation is going in with nothing in your gamma, or your container I should say, minimally kitted, simple helmet, simple body armor, and a pistol, and kind of take your time. Unless you get a good spawn, obviously run straight there. That way you have more of a chance to defend yourself should you run into somebody and you want to get these graphics cards out of raid. But I do also run hatchet man a lot, and to me, if I don't get a graphics card out of raid and it's in my container, I'm not too pressed, because I'm gonna be honest, every graphics card I've found has went straight into my Bitcoin farm, and that's where it'll probably sit until I start finding excess graphics cards. But don't sleep on the scav runs either. You spawn into a scav run on interchange, go loot the tech stores. People leave shit behind all the time. I have found tetrizes, labs key cards, graphics cards, PSUs, CPUs, CPU fans, you know, some pretty good shit. Don't sleep on the scav runs. Do the hatchet man runs. Interchange is where it's at if you are looking to farm for graphics cards. If you need graphics cards for your Bitcoin farm, or you just want to find graphics cards and get them out of raid to sell because they're at 1.4 mil right now, interchange is where it's at. Forget every other video about where graphics cards spawn. Interchange is the graphics card mecca. I don't care what anybody else says. If you enjoyed the video and it helped you out at all, make sure you're leaving a like. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I post Escape from Tarkov videos pretty frequently, but I also post kind of whatever else I want. So if you're new, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. We're on our way to 500 subscribers. We will see you in the next video. Peace.